तस्मै ब्रह्मदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशेषभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ॐ वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादी नगेन्द्रसङ्घपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तद्वाकराय विवत्पादाभ्युधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततम् पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। So yesterday we saw that Shri Krishna says there can be just two types of people, because these are the people with whom we are concerned. The third category of people also may exist, are going to be there. But they are not of Shri Krishna's concern at this point. One, it is those people who have mastered their mind, and it is the other category which wants to master the mind. There is going to be a third category which is neither a master nor do they want to master. But we wouldn't be discussing those people at all, because they are not concerned with it. So for teacher at this present moment, there are just these two people. One who is a master, yoga rudha, and the other is called as the arurukshu, the one who is desirous of mounting, mastering the yoga. You have observed and you know that our mind could be most notorious factory of manufacturing dukkham. Maybe not even your enemies will do that job for you as much as your mind can do it for you, and very efficiently. You don't require anybody else to trouble you or to put you in trouble as long as you have a mind. And a mind which is not mastered, that mind is good enough to create troubles for you. You don't require anyone else, you don't require a husband, a wife, or government to do that for you. Enough. You have sufficient material to find yourself in deep waters. And therefore, a person who does not even want to tame this wild mind is not at all our concern. And a person who has already mastered it may not be your concern, but that still happens to be the concern of Shri Krishna. Our immediate concern is that we know that our mind is constantly churning out anxieties, worries. It is constantly churning problems for me, and the problems which may not be existing. Those problems could be altogether existing just in your imagination. Though it is there in your imagination, yet it becomes so real that we forget the thin line between the reality and imagination. And as much as your imagination goes on becoming reality to you, to that extent, you know what you will be called. Living in imaginations, that is dangerous. Therefore, to have a mind which is not a curse but a blessing to you is very important. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says that a person can be his own friend or can be his own enemy. And mind you, he is talking to Arjuna, who is standing over there in the battlefield, whom Shri Krishna is imploring that he should undertake the battle. Shri Krishna has been telling Arjuna, Tasmad Yudhyasva. He is giving a range of reasons why he needs to engage himself in the duty that he is assigned, that the job which comes to him. To that Arjuna, Shri Krishna is saying that Arjuna, you don't have any enemies. Your mind can be your enemy or can be your friend. You need to understand which is the mind that can be called as your enemy, and what is that type of a mind which is going to be your asset, a friend, a blessing to you. Sometimes people come to us saying that, please bless us. And very often I have said this, you bless yourself and be a blessing to the world. So understand that this inimical mind that we may have is inimical because it constantly, even when you do not want, it keeps on supplying worries, anxieties, jealousies, frustration, boredom, your sense of loneliness, your sense of guilt, it keeps giving to you, creating complexes, does not allow you to live peacefully, does not allow you to live happily. And why are we saying that? Just not because you should be peaceful and you should be happy, but because when you are at peace with yourself, when you have resolved your complexes and you are with yourself, now only such a mind can undertake the inquiry into what is the reality of life. Till then, a person will be concerned only about small little things, and those small things become so big that he is then never able to escape from that. Every day, small little things become so big that you almost feel crushed under it. So Shri Krishna here says, Bandhuhu atma atmanastasya yena atma eva atmana chitaha anatmanastu shatrutve varteta atma eva shatruvat. Bandhu. Bandhu means someone who is concerned about you. Someone who is willing to go out of the way to help you without any expectation. So him helping you is not a kind of investment. He does that because he has some genuine love for you. He is not saying that he is going to help you so that one day you can come and help him back. He does not have that expectation. Only such a person is called as Bandhu. Bandhu. Which mind is a Bandhu, such a well-wisher? And he says, Yena atma eva atmana chitaha. He who has brought his senses, the body and the mind under control, which means the mind is no longer led amok by the likes and dislikes. Only such a mind which is no longer led into activities and led into the world just by the force of likes and dislikes, raga, dvesh. Such a mind is Bandhu. Let that be something that you have to understand. This is what you have to develop. Create a mind that is not going to be your liability. Create a mind that is going to be your asset. A blessing to you. Only when it is going to be a blessing to you, it can be a blessing to the world outside. A person who is sulking, a person who is carrying the sense of guilt, loneliness, frustration and boredom, how do you think that this person can in any way help anyone? He needs help and he is crying out for help himself, for himself. He needs it immediately. But there is one more thing that you have to understand. I told you yesterday that Shri Krishna is a stern teacher when he comes to be a teacher. You are no longer going to find him as a mischievous, flirtatious boy from Vrindavan. Because he knows that immediately when you are being assigned to do something, you are going to say, let somebody come and do it for me. Let me have the easy way. And even before you can say this, Shri Krishna therefore says, Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadaye. Uddhared. Yes, it is true that you need to come out of the muck that you are in. then somebody is going to say, how am I going to come out unless and until somebody helps me? And because somebody does not come to help me, I am going to sit over here and wallow in this swamp. I am going to keep on wallowing over here. And that wallowing has got different aspects. Have you observed how self-sympathy that we have? You know, nobody really cared for me, that's why. In my life, I don't think I got good parents, that's why. When you have nobody else to blame, you have parents, and then that's